Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing part one of a two-part series. We are going to be opening up some Magic the Gathering pre-release kits, starting with the 2020 era sets. I know I'm missing Theros, I currently don't have any, my apologies. But we are starting from Ikoria forward, and part two will finish us up to where we are currently now in present standard. Pre-release kits are a favorite of mine. They offer a great value for somebody who just wants to open packs, and obviously they are designed to break open and build and play at an event. These are one-time products. Once they're made and printed, that's it. So I do like to collect them, and I do like, obviously, to open them. I think they usually give pretty juicy pulls, and we're going to see today. So let's start with Ikoria. As we go through, I'll kind of tell you a little bit of history of the set, and kind of, what was it like back in that time. So this was a very, very hyped release. I remember the Godzilla kind of spoiler thing they put out with, it was like the big a footprint in a beach, and people thought it was like a joke, but it actually was real. This is the little dice you get with the, there you go, with the set symbol on it that's exclusive to Ikoria. People do collect these as well, and I do not blame them. Our promo card, we'll spoil it here, is Voracious Great Shark, and as you can see, the pre-release date of April 18th to 19th, 2020 is stamped on the card. So pretty cool. Also comes with these little punch-out counters that were exclusive to Ikoria and a few other sets, but out of the sets we're opening, this is the only one with the punch-out counters. Oh, sorry. So it's 6 booster packs. It goes pretty quick, but as we open here, I'll tell you a little bit about the product. I do remember that it was said to release at the time, as you saw here, the April 18th to 19th release was the pre-release, so the release was a week after. But this product in paper was delayed till May. I do remember that. It released on Arena on time, but not in paper. We had a huge delay in paper, as you all know what was going on in the world during April of 2020. It was pretty crazy, so there was a very large delay on this set. But it was much anticipated, I must say. It was definitely a heavily anticipated set. Unpredictable Cyclone, not so great, and there you go. Land in a token. The one thing that kind of hurt it for me, in terms of excitement, I'll separate the rare, was that I kind of, had watched videos of people playing with the cards on Arena. I played with them myself on Arena. Because I was excited to see the new cards and the new set and what it was going to do with standard. So when the product came out in paper, you kind of had that feeling like it's not that new anymore. But this was a great set, really cool set. Oh bosh, another companion and crappy dual land. This whole companion thing, which I kind of called it standard, a commander for standard. That was extremely, extremely controversial. I remember people were confused at first. And then it was just like, is this like kind of like commander in standard? And they actually had to nerf it moving through standard because it was too strong just to be able to pay 3 and just be able to cast it directly. From the companion zone or whatever they call it. And Lutri, the Spell Chaser card, was banned in Commander before it was released. Ooh, foil Triome. Look at that. Yeah, these Triomes, guys, like I said in my last video, these Triomes are going up. If you don't already have them, pick them up. I'm telling you. They're going to be staples in a lot of decks and a lot of mana bases. I'm warning you all now. If you wanted to try them and you don't have it, it's not going to get cheaper. Just please go pick one up somewhere. Yeah, so Companion was nerfed. It was so now they nerfed it. You have to pay 3 generic prior to paying its mana cost in order to bring it out. And this wacky art, like we said, ooh, Fiend Artisan. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you guys. Pre-release kits can be pretty juicy. We got a foil Triome. We got a Fiend Artisan, which is our mythic. So we got 4 rares, including the foil Triome and the Fiend Artisan for mythic number 1. This is just 6 booster packs. So this is these can be juicy. The argument for pre-release kits being juicier than booster boxes is a long ongoing argument. I've tried to test it. Giant cat. I've tried to test the theory. It's just, you know, it's hard. Sometimes I've opened a few where it kind of felt like it was a dud, and then I've opened some where I feel like they're really good. So this one feels really nice. Our pre-release card, the promo card, wasn't that great, but other than that, we got the Mythic, and we got a foil Triumph. So that is cannot complain about that. Clash of Titans, and in the close we have, I think these are great little artifacts too. If you're more of a budget-minded player, I think these are great little mana rocks. Look at this, 2 Mythics, Brokos, Apex Forever. Look at that. Ooh, and we got this little companion token. Yeah, the crystals I think are good little budget rocks. And look at that, double Mythic in that box right there. All right, to kind of condense what we're doing here so we're not all over the place, I'm going to put the bulk back, and I'm going to close up the kit. Now we are going to move on to Core 21. I remember this spoiler season was extremely hyped. It was like, oh my god, this is the best core set. Like, look at these cards, the Gargaroth, the Ugin. I mean, the what was the Grim Tutor? That thing was pre-ordering for like $50 to $60. Okay, it was insane. Cool box. There's our exclusive dice, which I'll show you the date stamp right there. And I guess we'll save the. Let's do it first. Let's do it first. And we got, boom, 9 lives. Okay, and 27 June to 28 of 2020. 9 lives. Yep. Just like that thing screaming in the background. Okay, this set was released, I believe it was like July, the first Friday in July was the release date for Core 21. And it felt like we just got a set, because I remember right before it, Jumpstart came out in June. Because Jumpstart and Core 21 was a kind of like a crossover set. So, oh, these are Japanese printed packs. So we have the rare in the front. Conspicuous Snoop. This is a great card. Garruk's Uprising, and there's the showcase frame for the set. Sanctum of Calm Waters, Basri Solidarity. We'll go through the first pack of commons just so you guys can see, but then we'll kind of skip over the rest and then future packs. Yeah, so we had Ikoria that was delayed. It was supposed to come out in April. It came out in May. I believe it was around like May 15th or something like that. I don't know why that date is sticking in my head. But then June was Jumpstart, which nobody cared about that. Soon, until they saw what was in that set. Joriel, okay, the Recluse, Light of Promise, Basri Solidarity, Bolthound. When that set first went up and there was no information about it, and let's say stores had to, put in for their orders and stuff, I don't think anybody really ordered a lot of it. I think they thought it was going to be just kind of like this little, battle player kind of product, like it wasn't going to have anything good in it. And then when they revealed, when those spoilers for that set, with the mythics that are in there and the Crater Hoof and all that stuff, when that was revealed, people went nuts. That product's price shot to the moon. Sanctum of All, that's right, we do have the shrines in here, the Replicator and the Geyser. So yeah, when Core 21 came out, you'd think people weren't really, too into it, because it is a core set and it just came after Ikoria, which was in May, and Jumpstart in June. But that's actually wrong. When these cards were getting spoiled, people were super hyped on this product. I believe it's definitely one of the best core sets ever. Necromentia, really cool rare. And I love that fire showcase frame. Reminds me of the spell books, kind of. And there we go. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best core sets. It's hard to argue it. I would say this and Core 20 are probably the two best core sets, excuse me, ever printed. Just, you have so many good cards. You got these cool lands. It's better than basic ones. Hey, even if you don't like them. And the worst thing about it was obviously the Temple Cycle, which People are kind of tired of the temples, but we got a foil temple and a peer into the abyss with 10 heads coming out of the guy's mouth. And eyeballs. Okay. That's a creepy looking card. And Pestilent Haze and Siege Striker. Eliminate. Great removal. But yeah, this set has a lot of great cards in it. The Ugin reprint really got people excited. The Teferi being in the set also was coming off the backs of Teferi in War of the Spark, just being overpowerful. Then the last, the Time Raveler, the 3-mana one. And then back in Dominaria, we had Big Teferi, which, ran rampant through Standard. So people were very excited for this card. Unfortunately, didn't really hold up to the other Teferis. But there's a lot of great cards in here. And it's weird. Once it came out, everybody was really excited. The spoiler season was hyped. Everybody was talking about the cards. Did we Oh, there's our foil. Sorry. Ghostly Pilfer. Okay. Bad Deal. And Furious Rise. Rise and Eliminate. People were really excited. Everybody wanted it. It came out, and within like a week, it was just like, no one wants it anymore. Everybody had it. It was done. It was so weird. But, this is one of those I call sleeper products where in, a couple years from now, people are going to look back and I believe feel like, wow, this is a really good product. And the price of it sealed and maybe even some of the singles is going to show. Just like Core 20. So that's an interesting story with Core 21. Everybody wanted it. Probably one of the best core sets of all time. And then it just was like, And everybody was talking about this all year. This thing was super anticipated. Zendikar Rising. I remember when this was leaked during Eldraine's release video that Wizards did. This was leaked. And people were like, oh my god, it's Zendikar. Like, it was crazy. And then people waited all... Ooh, this is a cool one. So, I forgot. This one has a little thing down there. I don't know if you could see it. You have to, like... What the heck? Okay. Look at this. Oh my god. It's so cool. And this... I'll show you there's a symbol on the dice. Pretty cool. It's like a clear green. This is a pretty nice one. Yeah, everybody was talking about Zendikar. And then when we got close to it, I remember, it was weird. It released end of September. Yes, late September. There's our promo card, Akiri, Fearless Voyager, with the party. No, this is the equipment. With the fighter. Yeah, this was, everybody's really excited for it. And the weirdest thing about it was, shortly after its release, Omnath was like 50, 60 bucks. It was breaking Standard, literally just commander card, put it in Standard, and turn 3 somehow still cast a 4-color card. Just a mana fixing. It was crazy. And this set just like took a dive, literally like 3 weeks after release. I remember... this is around the time that we opened the store, and I remember collector boxes. Obviously, everybody wanted them because of the fetch lands and stuff. And this is where they also introduced the modal DFCs, or double face cards. Shadow's Verdict for the rare, and foil Null Priest of Oblivion for another rare. Also great lands, and this is to represent a double face card. So I remember getting only X amount of collector boxes at release, and then, obviously I wanted more, and we had to wait about 3 weeks, and a little bit more supply had showed up at that point, and by that point, the price had tanked. It was like, oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. It was just like, yeah, throwing cards, right? All right. The price fell dramatically, and it was just like, everybody was done with it. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know if that's a sign of just too many products or what it is, but I remember this product just took a nosedive in terms of demand. And it's like the attention span was like, 2 weeks, literally. It was the weirdest thing. It was so strange. Roiling Vortex for the rare, and the Awesome Mountain. Yeah, but other than that, it's Landfall. Obviously, we know Zendikar, Landfall, very playable. These cards... Although some of them right now really don't have much value, but I do think that long term, it's a great product. It's got great cards, very playable in a lot of strategies, and everybody likes Landfall. It's just a good mechanic. And I think it's a well-engineered product. I think it just came out in a time where there was just a lot going on. Just a lot of products. Just the collector box thing is starting to take a toll on everybody. You know, it's hard to choose between products. And this is also the set where they first introduced set boxes. This is the first time we had a set box for any product, was Zendikar Rising. So, and this was a pretty exciting card here. Enchantment removal in black. So it was just no one knew what to buy. And I think there's a point where people just didn't buy anything, maybe. I don't know. Shadow Skull Charger. It was really weird. It was really, really strange. Even now you see that just kind of in Magic. It's just a lot of products, you know, and it's normal. Sometimes even as a store, I don't even know what to get. There's too much stuff. It's overwhelming. We'll skip through this a little bit, but this, oh my God, there's the showcase frame for Zendikar. I don't think we hit one already. Yeah, when this was revealed, way back during Eldraine time, Relic Robber, this was, oh my God, it was like, oh my God, I can't wait till a year from now, because that was, you know, September, very, very early October 2019, and this was, you know, the same time, but a year later. People were like, oh my God, Zendikar Rising is going to be crazy, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be the biggest set of the year. Everybody's waiting to buy that. And it was like 2 weeks, and it was like, oh, no one wants it. It was so weird. Love that art. Cleansing Wildfire. Also a good card. Yeah, really weird. But still readily available. But we are getting to that point about a year, just past you know, a year into the product's release, where, you know, after another 6 months, I'd start to see it taping off in terms of availability. Brushfire Elemental. This was big in a Gruul deck in Last Standard. And Relic Amulet and Undo Inversion. So, destroy all non-land permits. And the flip side is a tapped, pretty much a tapped plains. Yeah. So, Zendikar Rising will be in Standard till next... Yeah, till next October. So it's going to be the oldest set in this Standard. So it'll still be in Standard for a whole nother year, but usually towards that, the last 6 months of a Standard set, of a Standard cycle, those cards that are a year and a half, those sets that are about a year and a half old, you know, they're still available, but they start, you know, distributors really can't just call in a pallet. So you'll probably see supply start to taper off, you know, in the, you know, first, you know, 3 to 6 months of next year. Soaring Thought Thief. People have nightmares about this deck. You all know what that probably went into. Pelika Predation and Nimble Trap Finder for the rare. I think the worst thing about this set was the whole party thing. It just doesn't have enough support really to go off. And there's a few decks. There's some Bant party lists that run around in Standard, but they're really just, I don't know. It's just kind of like a that that party never really got anybody excited. Anyways, I don't know why we're having a party on Zendikar anyways. But yeah, that's it for the day, guys. So that was 2020. That was the, well, we're obviously missing Theros Beyond Death, but that was April of 2020. Technically May, if you want to count the official release in paper. But that was April of 2020 all the way till September. October of 2020 with these 3 sets right here. And part 2, we will open up Kaldheim, Strixhaven, so on and so forth, all the way up until present time. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. If you like any of these products, I'm telling you now, start to pick them up because they are starting to just become really not that available from distribution. The prices have increased. They limit the amount you can buy. So that is the traditional sign of it's, you know, it's already kind of gone. These products are already out of print by Core 21. There's still a supply left, but they are already, excuse me, out of print. So, you know, grab them while they're cheap, guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in and watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Remember, for all your Magic the Gathering and Pokemon needs, please visit thecardnest.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Take care.